And it's been amazing. The first one sold for, I think, 60K. The next one was 100K.
60K! I got him with money. 60K for a picture that another nigga took! You have $60,000! Go to the location and take the picture yourself, you fucking idiot! Hey, look, so we here with a quick little video from Jamari, and it's called Logan Paul is Horrible, Leaked Messages. Now listen, as a WWE fan, when he first came in, I was skeptical as hell. Not even of his athletic prowess. Prowess? What the fuck is... Not of his athletic prowess, but of him as a human being. Dead ass. And I was just worried that this nigga would be a brand risk for WWE. And wholeheartedly, he is. If you don't agree, I don't know how you don't. Like, how much lead did they find in primes that was being sent out to kids? And WWE is over here plastering it on your screen every Monday and Friday. But we gonna let Jamari tell us what's going on, man. Jamari, what's up with you, bro? 1 year later, what?
So at this point, it has been almost an entire year since Logan Paul decided to file a defamation lawsuit against Coffeezilla. This, of course, all stemmed from Coffee's coverage of Logan's CryptoZoo. Also,
I like to say Logan Paul is a loser with money. I'm a loser with no money. So I can see a loser with money. I'm gonna just let you know that now.
Fiasco all the way back at the end of 2022. For those of you who might not remember, Coffee was the catalyst to shine light on what appeared at the time to be an abandoned project that Logan was promoting relentlessly the year prior.
For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project that I believe is going to change the game. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take.
A fresh take was introducing Pokemon eggs to the NFT program. What the fuck are you talking about? You dipshit. You complete buffoon and idiot.
September 1st, CryptoZoo.co.
This was supposed to be a crypto NFT-based game that would allow investors to collect tokens, buy and hatch virtual eggs, and overall was supposed to bring this unique trading card-esque utility to a...
Like, my nigga, I know it's up there now, but I got my mouse right here. I'm supposed to pay $1618.36. That's $1,618.36. I'm supposed to pay that for a fucking egg, and I don't even know what's in it. There ain't no rare classification. No nothing. And I'm just supposed to buy this shit? Are you retarded?
A space that was on fire at the time.
Like we are a game first. Yeah. The token was built as a...
You made Pokemon with extra steps, you dickhead! I hope Jamari shows a picture of, like, one of the NFTs that's supposed to hatch from the egg. Mind you, what hatched from the egg is an NFT. You can't do shit with it. There's nothing you can do with the NFT. But look at that motherfucker. Bro, NFTs really showcased how stupid people are.
The utility in the game, no one even knows what it is.
Now, of course, this did not pan out at all. The project was not very functional upon launch.
He promises the world a fun blockchain game that earns you money, and he did nothing, and the project was left abandoned.
And many investors felt left in the dark as Logan had seemingly moved on to his next shiny toy, 99 Originals.
Now listen to this idea. This is like 11:18. I said 11:18. 1:18 down here on the timestamp. 20 seconds later, I paused the video. I said I have to record. Cause what in the fuck is this nigga talking about? What in the fuck is this nigga talking? I hadn't heard of 99 Originals up until that point. 1:38. 20 seconds later from this point. I hadn't heard of 99 Originals ever. And then he explains the shit. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
We launched Originals, 99 Originals, the project I mentioned, and the project that I've been working on for 9 months. Traveled the world, took a bunch of Polaroids, minted them as NFTs. The buyer gets the original one-on-one Polaroid, forming the Originals DAO. It's going to be a community with a community treasury that can vote what to do with the funds.
Now, I know he said a lot of that fast. I want to explain to you what the fuck this dumbass nigga just said. This dude just said, I took 99 Polaroid pictures, made them NFTs, and if you bought the NFT, you now own the picture, I guess. What in the fuck would I do with that picture? You complete sham of a businessman. What would I do with that picture? I wasn't even there. I'm mad for the people that bought that shit. But I shouldn't even be mad for those idiots because those people are fucking idiots. I'm not an idiot. I'm mad at the idea that people are that stupid that they bought a picture that a nigga took and said, it's mine now. What?
And it's been amazing. The first one sold for, I think, 60K. The next one was 100K.
60K? I got him on the mic. 60K for a picture that another nigga took. Why am I so upset? Dog, to have 60K to spend, you are a grown-ass adult buying another picture that another nigga took. You have $60,000. Go to the location and take the picture yourself, you fucking idiot. Saliva, all type of shit. Hold on. Hey, man, hit the play button. Shit.
Of course, Coffee then drops his 3-part series, and he exposes Logan and really the entire team of shady people he had assembled to spearhead this venture. Now, in the end, most of the blame was actually put on the main 2 developers, Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum, both of which are believed to have profited millions of dollars from their—
Fuck these losers, nigga. Look at them. One's bald in the face, the other's bald in the head. Fuck both of them.
Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum.
Nigga, is that a Richard Mille? You can't even tell Tom on one of the motherfuckers. What would I want that watch for? Let me calm my bitch ass down.
Both of which are believed to have profited millions of dollars from their manipulation of the project. But of course, with Logan being the big name in the room, all these videos were really marketed around him.
But now I'm in a place where I actually do have to thank him for shining light on this. He just met.
Hey, that Montclair do look cozy though. Is that a jacket or a shirt? I can't really tell. It looked thick enough to be a jacket though. That's tough. That's tough. They made a flannel looking fleece jacket probably. That shit hard. I would like that in my collection. I need it to be all black though. Give me an all black one. I don't want it to look flannel. This ain't about me. This is about this bitch ass nigga here sitting up here with 2 prom bottles filled with lead. All right, let's go ahead and listen to this fuck nigga talk.
Messed up by pointing the finger 100% at me and saying that there was any sort of fraud or scam taking place intentionally.
He had hired basically criminals who were selling on the back end, like some of the tokens. I think his mentality was, let me just move on.
And while the 3 main videos in this series specifically are not listed in the actual complaint, as it was beyond the statute of limitations by the time Logan would file this, 2 later released videos and a tweet were sufficient enough for Logan to sue him for both libel and defamation, claiming that Coffee continued to paint him as a scammer who was operating in bad faith.
Let's read. I know half y'all niggas can't read. Let's read. In his complaint, we're reading the highlighted section, everybody. The highlighted section, okay? In his complaint, plaintiff asserts 3 separate claims for defamation. This is Logan Paul being the plaintiff. In his complaint, plaintiff asserts 3 separate claims for defamation, more precisely, libel, per se, based on the X post, Twitter post, of June 29th, 2013, what the fuck? 2023. The YouTube video from June 30th, 2023, and another YouTube video from January 30th, 2023. Wait, how we go in the future and then go back to the past? We should start with the past and then go back to the future, right? No, I don't even know the nigga's name. Fuck it. DeLorean. Defendants answered the complaint on August 5th, 2024, a year later. I guess, read me more.
despite knowing the actual truth
more.
about what was going on in the
2 minutes
background.
in the video, dog.
This was a far
My
cry
bad.
from when Logan had
I'ma shut the
initially
fuck
gone
up.
on record thanking Coffeezilla following the series.
Coffeezilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego, but the fact is that suing Coffeezilla is not gonna help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be. Thank you, Coffeezilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation.
But obviously their relationship would sour at some point.
It's like a little fucking annoying now, and it bothers me.
And in a statement released the next year in a documentary about his life,
well, you know, if you were just a regular dude, just doing regular dude shit, like, I don't know, if you was building a patio for your family and you vlogged it, I don't know, that nigga probably would fuck with you more, but you out here scamming people. Talk about, hey, hatch this egg and it's gonna contain a cool NFT. Fuck you.
his tone was completely different.
The CryptoZoo saga.
Not to mention, gotta bring her back up. Lead in prime. Lead in prime.
Is far from over because it was a one-sided story. I've lost $500,000 on this. Where's the scam? These internet journalists, internet investigative reporters have way too much responsibility on their hands that is being mismanaged and wielded in a really
Hey, y'all think he could do something
Although Logan
different
would
with his
later
hair?
have issues with the interviewer from that series, Graham Bessinger, arguing with him during a TMZ interview where Graham says that Logan wanted to cut all of the CryptoZoo topics out of the documentary.
You're lying. Let me finish. The only issue that was ever communicated was remove this crypto stuff. If CryptoZoo is in there, if Coffeezilla is in there, I'm not going to promote it.
Now that is the face of a man who is allergic to accountability. I mean, at the end of the day, he
He
was the
brought
one
this
pumping
shit
this
up.
project
That
up.
nigga shut the fuck
Kids are
up.
going to care about the blockchain because of my project. Imagine your first experience on the blockchain is with CryptoZoo.
And he was the main reason that most
Yeah, that's
people knew
dumb as
about
hell.
it in
You
the
should have
first
made
place.
it yourself.
It was a one-sided story. He told it how he wanted to tell it and told it a certain way that made me look like the captain of this ship.
But now he wants
Okay, so you tell your side, you dumb motherfucker. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody's preventing you from telling your side. You have had a microphone and a camera longer than Coffeezilla did, right? Or at least you've been up longer than Coffeezilla has. I heard about Coffeezilla within the last fucking 4 years, pretty much. Dog, like, shut up with all that bullshit and then say something of meaningfulness. Like, that's all I'm saying.
He wants to say, oh, I'm not the captain of this ship just because they completely dropped the ball.
What responsibility do you feel for what happened?
I put way too much trust in bad people. What you just described isn't a scam. I took on a project that I was simply incapable of handling at the time.
As you see there,
So what the fuck did you do?
and as you will see in these filings, a lot of this is actually about the scammer label and the literal verbiage of how it was used by Coffeezilla.
6 months ago, I investigated CryptoZoo, a scam created by Logan Paul and a team of criminals. Logan
Right.
Paul is refunding people he scammed if
No, he's
they
not.
promise to stop suing him. This is what makes this such a massive
If they
con.
promise to
this
stop
guy
suing
sold
him.
millions in NFTs, tens of millions of Zoo tokens, and he's not even going to release the thing he promised this whole time
Right.
with his fans who he scammed. He's a
Niggas
serial
dead
scammer
ass
who's
just
offering
got
a
an
minority
egg.
refund as a last-ditch effort to save his wallet and his reputation.
And now over the last year, there have been several moves made by the legal teams of the two sides, as well as the judge who will potentially be in charge of this case. And at this point, you have had things that have occurred that go against both parties. I'm talking about leaked text messages, ulterior motives, hidden phone recordings, and letters from the judge himself. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's videos.
No, I'm good.
I really feel like
even got a
and I don't know,
dog, see?
Sundays.
I ain't even got a dog. Why am I not a sniper on these shits? I don't
Basically,
get it.
Logan wants to see behind the curtain. He wants to see
Right.
everything from the 1 year investigation.
But see, my problem is, how have you not been seen behind the curtain? If you're a spokesman for some shit, and you're supposed to be a business person or a businessman, businesswoman, whatever the fuck, if you're supposed to be a business person, how in the hell are you not included on these things? All calendar entries, calendar invitations, phone logs, notes, recordings related to all interviews, meetings, video conferences, calls, or conversations you conducted or attended during which Mr. Paul or CryptoZoo were mentioned, referenced, or discussed. How are you not a part of any of that?
Coffeezilla did regarding CryptoZoo back in 2022. Coffeezilla, on the other hand, has essentially been protected from handing out this information due to some sort of journalist protection law. But Logan's team says that he needs to see this information to prove the actual malice against him in the defamation and libel case. Because his entire argument is that Coffeezilla not only called him a scammer, but did so knowing that Logan was actually the good but clueless person in the CryptoZoo situation. But because Logan is a public figure, he has to prove actual malice. So he says he needs the text messages, the video and audio recordings, and really anything else from that period of time to do so. His team also seems especially interested in receiving the text messages sent between Coffeezilla and a YouTube lawyer named Attorney Tom. But we'll get back to that agenda here in a second. Now after this, Coffee's team tried to get this trial to motion for judgment, which basically means they want everything to stop right now, and they want the case to be decided based on the information provided in this pre-trial. Their argument is that when Coffee called Logan a scammer, it was simply hyperbole, and that no one should take his statements to literally mean that Logan committed actual fraud.
So what Coffeezilla is saying that he was just hyperbolizing, he was making it a little bit more extravagant than it probably was, and that y'all should calm down. That's what that means. Y'all niggas need to relax. That's what that means. At the same time, that's a horrible. That in my eyes, that's a horrible defense. Horrible defense. That doesn't make sense to me. You can't just repeatedly call the nigga a scammer and then turn around and say, I was just joshing. Like, no, bro. That ain't gonna work.
They also argued that this was all a matter of opinion, citing a disclaimer Coffee places in the description boxes of his videos.
You brought up
but the judge actually did not agree with this, and he denied their motion to expedite the trial, which to me means he thinks that Logan might actually have a case here.
No, I just think that he thinks that Coffeezilla is wrong. It's not that Logan has a case. It's just that Coffeezilla was wrong in the way that he worded that. That shit was ass. Or whoever the lawyer is for Coffeezilla worded that shit horribly. All that told me was, you think the nigga is doing the shit, but you trying to say that you was calling him a fraud and a scammer in jest. And you can't do that.
And this would lead to them being able to file an objection to his decision, and this is where Coffee's team reveals these text messages between Logan and a friend, saying that Paul brought this lawsuit about to silence and intimidate his critics from speaking about him. In a text from December 2022, Logan would say, lawyering up, suing this motherfucker into the ground. Then everything will come out. Court docs public. So everyone will see what happened for the good or bad. To let others know it's not worth coming at you, there is a price to pay. That's the idea. I see the momentum building because the throne is being shook right now. Need to shut it down. Public humiliation is always more effective. Totally agree. They also claim that Logan admitted to suing Coffeezilla to straight up make his life more difficult and drain him of money, obviously adding major levels to his stress. They even say that Logan is straight up trying to punish him for reporting on the topic. In January of 2023, he would say via text message, Zilla will pay one way or another. Make sure of it. They even note that when Logan's friend tried to talk him off the ledge.
When Paul's friends, excuse me, I'm trying to become a voice actor. When Paul's friends tried to talk him off the ledge, stating, bro, you're a billionaire, implying Paul does not need to spend his time trying to punish Coffeezilla. Mind you, he's not a billionaire. Paul responded that he is a petty billionaire. Example, H. Paul, also acknowledges Coffeezilla would have a difficult time paying any alleged damages. Excerpt 1. Paul admitted he just wants to make Coffeezilla suffer, along with anyone else he feels has wronged
saying that he shouldn't really give a shit because he's a very successful billionaire, he replied in turn that he was a petty billionaire, and that he knows Coffeezilla would have a hard time paying for a legal team and the potential damages incurred from the case. All while this litigation money is simply child's play for Logan's bankroll. I want the people who wronged me to suffer, while I continue to get wins on their grave. I mean, goddamn, this sounds like he thinks he's in an anime or some shit. I mean, based on these texts, it's hard for me not to conclude that he is looking for revenge on those.
And the fact that these motherfuckers at WWE keep giving this nigga WrestleMania opportunities does not help. I've dead ass just been sitting back and I'm like, yo, I've seen him at WrestleMania or a PLE event within the past 3 to 4 years. I think 3 though. I'm going to go with 3. I've seen him at a PLE or a major wrestling event such as WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, at least 3 times. Why? Why have I seen him 3 times? He doesn't work Monday nor Friday. How does he get a shot? How does he get a shot? How does he get a chance? How does he get a chance? And I'm willing to go as far as to say, I would love to see Kai and Speed take WWE and wrestling, professional wrestling, serious enough for them to have a real match at some sort of PLE. It would have to be a PLE, but some sort of PLE. I would love to see them wrestle, bro. Like wrestling for real. I'm talking about a year's worth of learning and training for one PLE. And they're both live streaming it. And then they take that shit back to their own chats, their own Twitch. Build that shit up on their own. Yo, book. Look, I was about to say book me, WWE. Nah, hire me. I need to be a writer.
Those who threw dirt on his name. I should note here that Logan has also sued the 2 guys, Eduardo and Jake, for the CryptoZoo failure. I mean, obviously I was surprised at this Coffeezilla lawsuit from the start, but now we are seeing that there might be an ulterior motive beyond the pettiness. Because in their rebuttal, Coffee's team speculates that Logan is only doing this lawsuit against him as some sort of 4D chess move to help defend himself in a class action lawsuit he is currently facing over the same CryptoZoo project. That is where this guy, Attorney Tom, really comes into play, as he is the lawyer who is spearheading that class action lawsuit. So now they want to see all of him and Coffee's communication, like what were these guys really saying? Because in getting all of the information for one case, he would essentially be getting a lot of the information for the other, as he has admitted that he learned a lot about what happened due to Steven's coverage of the topic, things he himself being directly involved did not know.
I found out things watching his series. Like dude, I was at the airport when I watched the part where he said Jake's had stolen,
of course, I was like, what?
$6 million.
But now Coffeezilla's team wants this case consolidated with the ongoing class action lawsuit, saying that the fundamentals in both cases are the same. Basically, whether or not Logan scammed his fans in CryptoZoo, even making a very nice Venn diagram that probably cost Coffee a cool couple $1,000 to produce.
Word, if it costs a cool couple $1,000, let me take a cool couple seconds to read this shit and read it out to the fan base. Something's wrong with my mouse. What the fuck is happening? Anyway, hauling case allegations. Paul was involved in other cryptocurrency and NFT related rug pulls, pump and dumps, inside trader schemes, scams generally, including Dink Doink, Liquid Marketplace, fuck Elon, Emacs, oh God, fuck Elon though, Emacs, Omi, and Elon Gate. Oh, elongate. I get it. What? CryptoZoo. Okay, let's read the right panel. Defamation case allegations. This is the allegation against the case. I don't know. Coffeezilla refers to Paul as a serial scammer. That's it. CryptoZoo was a fraudulent scheme since its what? CryptoZoo was a fraudulent scheme since its inception. CryptoZoo was a fraudulent scheme since its inception. Zoo tokens and CryptoZoo, what? Crypto Crew? What the fuck is that, Bryce? CryptoZoo NFTs have at all times been patently worthless? I've never heard that. That's a new type of worthless. Zoo tokens and CryptoZoo NFTs have at all times been patently worthless, and no investor would have purchased any Zoo tokens or CryptoZoo NFTs absent of Logan Paul's fraudulent acts. So without what the fuck he was doing, nobody would have bought it, is what he's saying. And then here we see in the defamation case allegations, Coffeezilla accused Paul of defrauding individuals who bought egg NFTs or Zoo tokens. And now we're back over to the Holland case allegations. Paul's buyback program also includes misrepresentations. To the right of that, Coffeezilla criticized the buyback program in his YouTube video, Logan Paul's Refund, which is the basis for Paul's third allegation of defamation.
So it's like, did he scam people or not? And in Coffee's case, if he didn't, did Coffee defame Logan enough for clicks, knowing that Logan was caught off guard by the situation and trying to make things right in the background, or at least that's what Logan's standpoint is.
No,
but
he
we're
would
gonna
have
have
been
to see
made
what
things
happens
right.
from here. I think that Logan is in a stage where he tried to kind of play the good guy to get the public favor back on his side for years. And now he's to the point where his mantra is, well, if everyone already thinks I'm an asshole, I might as well embrace the role. And I truly think that's at least half of what's going on here. Like, beyond the pettiness, beyond wanting to do this discovery of all this information, I think that he's just embracing the villain role. But I do want to know what you guys think about this down below. I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video and dropping a like and subscribing.
I want to thank you for dropping the video,
as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other crazy lawsuits out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
Damn, he took my outro. Listen, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I'm also out. Peace. Wait, what the fuck? He's done. Vitaly situation gets much worse. This nigga's a complete idiot. So is this nigga. This nigga's a complete. Both of these niggas beside each other. Good God. Good God. That's World War V. Like, what the fuck? Get these niggas away